this tutorial, we're going to take a look at how to get rid of the temporary files that are created on your system when you're browsing the web or working with certain software on your computer. So a lot of times these software or your browser will create temporary files that allows it to do what it needs to do, which allows you to do what you need to do. But the temporary files created are not required. Once you're done working in your browser or with the software, you really don't need those temporary files to be sitting there on your computer taking up space. Over time, if you don't clean these up, you can end up with quite a bit of memory being, put toward housing those temporary files. So I'll show you how you can get rid of all that bloat from your computer. So I have two shortcuts here on my desktop. I have two temp folders. One is from the Windows main folder, and the other is from your user profile, so the user account folder. Let's begin with the Windows temp folder. I'm just going to double click to open that up. And here you'll see there are a number of files. If you look at the bottom left, you'll see it tells you 28 items are in here that can be deleted. So the next step is to click on the Select All command at the top right of the ribbon here. And once the files or folders have been selected, then we go over to the Delete command. You can also use the Delete key on your keyboard as well. So whenever you do the deletion, you will get this message that says File in Use. And so because Microsoft is using some of these files right now, we're not able to delete them. So before you click the skip button over here, you want to make sure that you select the Do This for All Current Items checkbox, so you don't get prompted for each and every file that will not be deleted. So let's click skip. And there we go. So now we're going to do the same thing for the temp folder that's in the user side of things here. So I'll double click to open that up, and we'll go through the same steps. So in this one, we'll see there are 25 items that could be deleted. We'll select All, and then over to the Delete button. And we get the same prompt, because here again we have some items that are working right now, so we can't delete them. So we'll click again the checkbox for Do This for All Current Items, so we don't get that prompt for each file, and then we'll go over and click on Skip. And so here you'll see for certain folders you'll sometimes get this prompt saying, wanting to make sure that you're able to delete this folder because it's saying you'll need to provide administrator permission. If you are the administrator on the computer, you are able to click Continue, and it will delete that for you. Now here's this one. It says it's denying me access for some reason, so I'm just going to go cancel and not worry about that. All right, and that takes care of cleaning up the temp folders. So now the last step I normally take is I will do a disk cleanup. So the disk cleanup here, I have the shortcut on my taskbar. I have it pinned there. If you don't have it showing on your desktop or on your taskbar, then you can do a search on your computer. Go in your search box and search for it, and as it does not normally show up on the taskbar or on your desktop. So here I'm just going to click on my icon for that, and so I just have to move it over to this monitor here. So it runs the disk cleanup to identify all the various locations that have files that can be removed, because really the disk cleanup is looking for files that you don't really need on your computer. So you'll notice here almost everything is checked on mine. I just have two that are not checked. The system created Windows error reporting, which I would normally check if it's a few megabytes or something, but I don't usually worry about this one when it's in the kilobytes. And then the downloads one as well. So this one, the downloads one you see here, is actually your downloads folder. So you don't want to check this one because many times we download stuff from our the internet or from our email, and this is the default location that those files would go into. So I highly recommend that you leave this unchecked, and you can always go into your downloads folder later on to double check and see if there are any files in there that you would like to get rid of. And so once you are done with that, then you can go down and click on the OK button. And it will ask you to verify that you want to permanently delete these files. We'll click delete files, and then this window pops open showing the deletion progress. And depending on the computer you have, this can take a few seconds or it could take a minute or two. So I'm working on a Microsoft Surface 2 computer, so it works really fast. So mine just took what 5 seconds maybe. All right, so that's how you can help to maintain your computer and get rid of all those temporary files that are just taking up space on your computer. Because eventually, if you don't do this at all, eventually it starts slowing down your computer because there's so much bloat from the files. All right, thanks for watching.